Hey, y'all. Come on in here. Uh, uh. Hello, can y'all hear me? Drop your city in the chat if you hear me, okay? Hey, let me know where you are checking in from. Drop your city in the chat if you can hear me. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. We are getting it together, and I'm here for it. We have all the funding babes in the room tonight. So we are going to get to this bag. I see New York, Los Angeles, yes, Miami, Nashville, Florida. I see New York. I see Atlanta. I am so glad, and I know you guys can hear me. We are making sure that everyone gets in the room. I am going and making sure that all of the people join us right now because we got a lot to talk about. All right. It's business plan night. Okay. And we're not here to play. I'm actually getting this together right now. Yes. I'm so excited. Can you guys see me, hear me? Comment yes in the chat if you can see me and hear me, because we're not gonna let anyone interrupt our connection tonight. Okay. Comment yes in the chat if you can see me and hear me and feel me and all the things. Because we are getting to the bag with business plans tonight, and I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys comment yes. Okay, good. If there is anyone who is not able to hear, just refresh your screen. You know, we've got a lot of people in here, so sometimes it can act a little crazy. But I cannot wait for us to... Okay, good night. Oh my gosh, she scared me, y'all. Safi, go to bed, okay? You have school tomorrow. Night.
I don't.
Thank you. Y'all, I thought it was a ghost sneaking up on me. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Y'all, this is real mom life. I'm like, who is coming up behind me like this? Thank you. That is my little girl. That's my twin. Okay. All right, y'all. So now we can get into it. You know, this is the thing. When you got kids, they're going to decide to do what they want to do, especially when they know that you're about to get to work. Okay. All right. So we are live. All right, boom. All right, y'all. So welcome into the business plan class. Let's get you fully funded. I want y'all to comment in the chat, get the bag. Comment, get the bag in the chat, because we got a lot to talk about tonight. I've been preparing for this class all week. I am so excited. Comment, get the bag in the chat, and let's make sure that we are ready to go. We are into it. I know you guys have your workbooks. Shout out to y'all on Instagram. If you have not joined the class yet, go to the link in my bio and join right now where it says free business plan class. Come and get in the room, because whatever you're doing right now, this is more important, okay? Get the bag, get the bag. Yes. So I just want to shout out to all of you who are here. This is so fantastic. I am so proud of you in advance for putting yourself in position to get funding, putting yourself in position to win, and really for stepping out listening to God's assignment on your life and deciding, I'm gonna work on this business, regardless of how challenging it is some days, regardless of who believes in you or not, regardless of your friends, family, whoever not buying from your business, you have still decided that God gave me this idea and I'm gonna see it through. I'm going to make it happen despite the challenges, despite the denials, despite the no's. I know that there is another way. And that is a huge part of why I teach funding and why I host these fully funded classes, because so many entrepreneurs, especially Black-owned businesses and women-owned businesses, get denied. And I need you to know that there are still approvals even after the denials. A no from a lender is just a next opportunity, okay? A no from a lender is just a next opportunity. Comment next opportunity in the chat. Okay, a no from a lender is just a next opportunity. So we're still gonna make sure that somebody cuts the check. Even if it's not that lender who told you no, we're going to make sure that another lender tells you yes. Comment next opportunity in the chat. So what we'll be going over in our fully funded class tonight, we will be talking about how to get funding with a business plan. So we've discussed business credit. We're going to touch on personal credit, but I want you guys to understand how important it is for you all as business owners, especially as minority-owned businesses, to have a business plan. A business plan gives your business the opportunity to speak for you when you are not in the room. When you are not at the lender's desk while he's making the funding decision, your business plan allows them to understand your vision, understand where you're going, and understand how you're going to use the money, even when you are not in position to actually be there yourself. And the reason why that is so key is this. One of the biggest reasons that Black-owned businesses do not get as much funding as other businesses, nor as much as we should, is because we don't apply, we are less prepared when we apply, and we often do not have or know what the requirements are. So out of all the things we're going to cover tonight, my goal is to make sure that you never step foot, you never send out another application without feeling 100% confident in your preparedness, because preparation leads to profits, okay? Preparation in terms of your business strategy, your business funding strategy leads to profits. So we want to make sure that you're prepared. I want to make sure that you are prepared. And so we will be covering all of this in class. Now, one thing I do need to make sure we start with, okay, because everyone in here has come tonight with denials in the past, with being defeated in the past, with challenges in the past. I want you to comment in the chat, how many years have you been in business so far? Comment in the chat, how many years have you been in business so far? Those of you who are on IG, we're about to start sharing my screen. So you need to get in the room, okay? You need to go ahead and get in the room. So I just want you to comment, how many years have you been in business so far? If it's 1 year, if it's less than 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, whatever the case is. I see 10 years, 17 years. Lord have mercy, that is so amazing. 5 years, 8 years, 2 years, less than a year, 6 years, 1 year. Over here on IG, I see 2 years, 3 years, 6 months. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. And in all of these years, right, you have deserved funding from your first 6 months. If you were not able to secure funding in all of the years you've been in business, or if you have not secured enough funding, I want you to know that that stops now. Before the end of 2023, you are going to get the bag that you need to take your business to the next level. Because let's really talk about what's coming up in these next 3 months. It's Q4, right? We are just a month away from walking into Q4. And this is every business's opportunity to take advantage of the largest buying season of the year, which is Black Friday and the holidays. So you being able to have the funding that you need allows you to not just get a big funding bag, but to make a big bag before the end of the year. So those of you who've been in business for 25 years, 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever the case might be, this is your year to get the funding that you may not have gotten in the past. I want you to comment in the chat, this is my year. This is the one. I know you said it was last year. I know we said it was in 2021. We said in 2020, everything's going to change, but let's make a commitment right now before the end of this year that this is actually your year that you're going to make it happen. You're not going to stop. You're not going to get discouraged. You're not going to allow yourself to be afraid. You're not going to allow yourself to stop going. You have what it takes. Your business has what it takes. The only thing you need to do now is focus on refining and changing your strategy until you get the results that you need. This is your year, okay? Regain your composure. You got this. Now, speaking of things like fear, doubt, insecurity, procrastination, I need to ask you guys a very serious question. I start every single one of my classes like this because I'm going to make a commitment to you to show up, to give you the best information, to answer your questions, and to make sure that at the end of class, I invite you to keep going on this journey. But now I want to make sure that you can make a commitment to yourself, not to me, but to you. What are you going to leave behind? Because all of us walked in here today with a little bit of insecurity. Maybe you've been procrastinating on some things. You have some doubt. You have fear. I know for me, every single day, I make it a goal to leave behind fear, doubt, insecurity, and procrastination. I want to know right now, what are you committing to not take with you into tomorrow? Because all of the funding knowledge that you're going to receive tonight, you cannot want to get funded and also be afraid. You cannot want a profitable business and also procrastinate. And procrastination happens. I procrastinate a little bit too, but we have to make a decision and a commitment right now that there are things we are leaving behind, because you cannot keep your bag full of all of these things and expect you to also have space for money. Do you want money in your bag, or do you want insecurity? Do you want money in your bag, or do you want doubt? Do you want money in your bag, or do you want fear? I want you to make a commitment that after this class, as you head into tomorrow, you are not going to continue bringing negative people. I see you guys commenting negative people, bringing self-doubt, bringing insecurity, bringing laziness, bringing fear. You're not going to let that keep holding you back from what is available to you. You already know that fear is the complete opposite of faith. You already know that you want money in your bag. So if you give into fear and doubt in exchange for the money that is out there for you, sis, the math is not mathing. The math is not mathing, and the money is not moneying, because you can't make space for it by the fact that every day, fear, doubt, insecurity, and procrastination consume you instead of faith consuming you, instead of discipline consuming you, instead of confidence consuming you, instead of power consuming you. Every single thing you want in life, you can have. The only reason you have desires is because that is God's preview in your mind of your destiny. The desires that you have, whether that's to be on Turks and Caicos 24/7, whether that's to make $1 million a month, whether that's to retire your parents, whether that's to set your kids up to be millionaires, the reason you have those desires is because that is God's preview of what the destiny is over your life. If you were not meant to be on Turks and Caicos 24/7, God would not even allow the idea to sit and fester in your mind, because he would say, you know what, this is not for her. Something else is. this is not even going to enter her realm. There are so many people who spend their entire life and never once think about having a business. There are so many people who spend their entire life and never once think that there could be anything more. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. But what you have to understand is destiny is determined early on. So if you're already thinking these things, then I need you to know it's already possible for you. It's possible for you to have those things that you want. All right? It's possible. So let's get into this, y'all. It is possible, and I want you guys to know that we're going to start getting some strategies together right now so you can make it happen. So you all know who I am. If you're new here, I'm Ellie. I'm an entrepreneur, CEO, real estate investor, and mom, wife, all the other things. And my goal is to help 10,000 more businesses secure $100,000 in 2023. So you're one of the 10,000. Okay, you are one of the 10,000. Since I started my business in 2020, we have nearly 70,000 students that have matriculated through my programs. So I'm trying to add on 10,000 more before the end of the year. Let's get to a cute 80,000, okay? I want you to comment in the chat, I'm next. Because if they can secure funding, you can secure funding. If they can start from where they started and get to where they are, then you can absolutely start from where you are and get to where you should be. I want you guys to take a picture of this screen right here, and I want you to tag me in your stories, because this is you making a claim right now that your business deserves to be funded, and it will be. The reason Black-owned businesses do not get funding, the biggest reason is that we apply less because we question whether we can be funded and whether we deserve it. Let's make sure we put that deservedness question to rest right now tonight. Your business deserves to be funded, and it will be funded. And that's exactly why we're going to go over the strategies that you need tonight, all right? Take a picture of this, tag me in your stories, let the people know, okay? Let the business besties know your business deserves to be funded, and it will be. So let's go over our agenda for tonight, all right? We are going to be covering your fully funded fundamentals. We'll be covering the business plan bag, okay? We're going to go over your business plan strategy and lenders, my favorite part. And then lastly, we're going to touch on grants and how you are going to flip the bag. Now, I didn't plan on covering this in tonight's class, but as I was preparing my slides, I'm like, ooh, it's just too good. I need to make sure that you guys understand how getting funding is not just a window to success for the one business that you have. Getting funding is a window to wealth for you to be able to secure assets that allow you to have passive income. Over and over and over again. I want you to comment in the chat, flip the bag, okay? So this is a little bonus section in class. I didn't think we were gonna go over this tonight. And I'm like, you know what? It's just too good. I need the funding girlies and the guys, shout out to the fellas in here. I need them to know that we're flipping the bag with this money, okay? IG, comment flip the bag in the chat. And y'all have 3 minutes to join the class. It's at the link in my bio, okay? Yes, we're flipping the bag. So I want you guys to see up front some results and testimonials from students who are in a position that you may be now, who have gotten funding, who have won grants, $50,000, grant approved. Grants are free money. I need you to understand that if they can, you can, all right? Another example, $30,000 specifically with Apple. Terry, bought her Jeep 2021 in her business name, and it is currently making $3,000 to $4,000 a month on Turo. So when we talk about flipping the bag, buying a car in your business name is just one way that you can leverage funding to purchase an asset that will make you money. A lot of the time, someone will tell you that a luxury car or any type of car is a liability. But when you know that you are leveraging funding specifically to purchase an asset that will make you passive income, this becomes an asset to you, not a liability. So we're going to make sure you can run that process too. All right. So I want to know from you guys, as we get into this lesson, why have you been denied in the past? I want you to just comment in the chat. Why have you been denied in the past? If you have never applied, tell me that too, but let's get a sense of what is going on in here so I can make sure that I answer questions. I can make sure that I give you information and make it really relevant to the audience that I have in here tonight. So I'm seeing you guys have been denied because of personal credit. I even see business credit, sales, haven't tried yet, never applied, new business, haven't tried. Now, there's a lot of y'all who haven't tried. Now, wait a minute. See, we got to tackle that deservedness. Black-owned businesses do not apply enough. We got to be loud because you know what? And we're going to talk about this. We have to flood lenders with Black-owned business applications so that there is no choice but to approve us. You see, if there's only 1 out of 10 applying, denying one of us doesn't seem that bad. But if 11 out of 10 of us applying are Black-owned businesses, denying all of us is an issue. So I want to make sure that those of you who are saying you've never tried, which is a lot, it's a lot. I want to make sure that you leave tonight with the tools and the confidence to go and apply and to continue this journey with me, because this is not the only time we're going to be getting funding, y'all. This class tonight, this is just an appetizer. This is just an appetizer. 2-year-old business and haven't tried. 2 years. It's time to get you funded, okay? All right, so let's get into it because God is like, it's time to go. So I want you guys to understand these first funding secrets. Number 1, your business credibility matters. I talk to a lot of lenders. I work with a lot of lenders. In fact, today I posted a reel and the company that I mentioned emailed me and was like, hey, we want to specifically work with your community and fund more Black businesses. Somebody comment amen in the chat. I forgot to tell my team that today, but I woke up to that email at 8 a.m. They're like, hey, we saw your reel. A lot of people have come over. We want to work with you and fund your audience, specifically Black-owned businesses. Somebody comment amen in the chat. You see, they're out there. Now it's time for you to get in position and get in front of them. I will never stop doing what I'm doing because those emails come all the time. And I'm like, oh, yes. Well, I've got 534,000 Black-owned businesses, honey, so we're ready. What we talking about? How much money? So let's get into it, y'all. First secret, business credibility. Secondly, your trade lines and your number of accounts. Third, your bank rating and your bank statements. And then lastly, having business plans. You would be surprised, but businesses that have a business plan upon application get approved more 45% of the time. That's almost double. That's almost doubling the chance of you getting funding by having a business plan. So let's talk about how you are going to situate your business's credibility. Now, I give you guys this metaphor all the time. If you followed me or you've been on one of my lives, funding is not going to come to your house if your house is a mess. If you got laundry on the floor, you know it's a little stinky, dishes in the sink, funding does not want to come over. Company is not coming over unless your house is together. So you need to think of your business credibility as your house being in order with your business, all right? So the first thing you want to have on your roadmap to having a credible business. Number 1, I know you all know this, but you do need to have an LLC. You cannot do this as a sole proprietor. You do need to have a business bank account, an EIN, and a DUNS number, okay? That's your core foundation. LLC, business bank account, EIN, and a DUNS number. Now, in addition to this, you have to have a business domain and an email. You need to have a business phone number. You should also situate your business so that it is publicly listed. And what I mean by this is with Google, or within specific directories in your city or in your state. That is going to really come in handy, especially when you are applying to banks and credit unions that are located near you. Look at that. Business address and your registered agent. And of course, making sure that you have a great business name. Now, what I mean by that specifically is, if you are a real estate company, you should not have real estate in your business name. If you are a trucking company, you should not have trucking in your business name. Why? These are higher risk industries. So when you apply to a lender and they can see right away up front that you are a real estate business, it doesn't mean that you'll get automatically denied. But what it does mean is that they will either give you a higher interest rate or they will give you a lower approval amount, because real estate is considered a riskier business. Same with trucking. I still have my semi truck. And if you know anything about the trucking industry, it goes up and down. So you want to make sure, instead of real estate, consider having in your business name management services. If you are in trucking, consider instead having logistics. Okay. You can make your LLC as vague as is necessary. It does not need to denote exactly what your business is doing. That is a pro tip. Okay. Make sure that you pay attention to that. Now, here's some other things you need to do. Number one, when it comes to getting your business domain, your business email, you should be using GoDaddy or Google Business to secure these things. All right. Now with GoDaddy, you buy the domain, set up the email account, you're good to go. With Google Business, same deal. Buy the domain, set up the email account, set up the website. Now, one thing that I get all the time from businesses just like you all is, I don't have a website yet because I can't afford it, or I don't know how to design a website, et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera. Not a reason, all right? What you're going to do is listed here in step 2. You should be leveraging contractors on Fiverr or on Upwork who can design a landing page or a simple website for your business. Because let's consider 2 scenarios, right? We're getting our house together, you're funding house. If this one business has a business email, a domain, they've got a simple website that shows how someone can purchase, and then the other business has an Instagram and a gmail.com email. Now, from an outside perspective, before you even get in the house, right? From an outside perspective, which of the businesses appears to be more prepared, appears to actually want to get customers? Telling a lender that the way you make sales is by having people DM you. I love y'all, but it's not going to work. All right. So we want to have, even if your website is not all the things, it doesn't have to be. Remember, it does not have to be perfect to make profit. It does not have to be perfect to get you funded. It just has to be there. Last thing, you want to make sure that you keep a Google spreadsheet with all of your account information, your logins, and any other relevant business info. Now, the reason this is so important, you need to keep a copy of this digitally, but you also need to keep a printed copy, because when you are applying to lenders, sometimes they are going to want the original LLC document, the original articles of organization. They're going to want a physical copy of your EIN. So you want to make sure you have a place where your documents are stored online, digitally, as well as a place, a folder where your documents are stored printed, so that you have everything good to go. All right. We got to keep our documents together so we can get these dollars. Y'all know I come with the metaphors and the acronyms. Okay. And the alliteration, you know, all my grammar girls, y'all know. Documents lead to dollars, okay? So let's make sure you guys have that, all right? Now, getting into the next bit, another key part of getting funding, and this is something that is not often talked about, is your bank rating. Now, what is a bank rating? When you get your Dun & Bradstreet number, which is why you must have this, your paydex score, which is through Dun & Bradstreet, they look at your payment history, but they also look at your bank transactions and your bank history. And all of that contributes to your bank rating. I want you guys to comment the word bank rating in the chat. So all of that contributes to your bank rating. Your bank rating is essentially a culmination of your average business balance, the number of deposits happening in your account, if there are any overdraws, and the number of like transfers and ACH payments, okay? So you want to keep your bank rating as high as possible. Now, the first part of that, your average bank account balance, you may not be able to control that while you are making sales. But what I do recommend is keeping it at least a standing balance all the time. So if you know you have $1,000 that you can put into your business bank account and it can stay there, keep your business bank account at a standing balance. So that needs to be your new zero, right? You're not going to let your business bank account balance go below that 1,000 or go below that 500, because having a standing balance for a consistent number of months contributes to your bank rating. And so when a lender is pulling your report, they're not only seeing your payment history, but they're also seeing what that bank rating is. And Dun & Bradstreet is giving them insight into what has been going on in that account for the last 3 months, 6 months, however long. So if you're, if you've been in your bank account and you've been going down to, $5 because you're going to get some food, or you've been, making a transfer real quick to go back to $100 so you could go, to Target. Let's elevate the strategy. All right, y'all, let's elevate the strategy. Now, a next important part of this is those of you who still have a 9-to-5. I tell you guys this all the time. Your 9-to-5 should be the first investor in your business. Being that your business is a separate business entity, when you as an individual give money to your business, you are loaning money to your business. And you need to make sure that you are documenting this as a loan, because if you are not, when you connect your QuickBooks or at the end of the year when it's time for taxes, any money you have given to your business, if you have not given it correctly or if you have not documented it, it can be counted as business income. So if you gave your business $500 so that you could order inventory, but you didn't document it as a loan, now it's reporting that your business made $500. So if you have a job, something that you should be doing is every direct deposit that you have. I remember my 9-to-5 days, you could set aside a portion of your check to go into a certain account, and that would happen on autopilot. You want to make sure that when you are funding your business or when you are putting money into your business account, that you are doing it via direct deposit or ACH. I want you to avoid making transfers from one account to another, because when you do a direct deposit or an ACH, it is considered a transaction event. A transfer, however, is not considered a transaction event. So when a lender is looking at your bank rating, transaction events, which are ACH deposits, direct deposits, deposits of checks, all of those are considered transaction events, which let the lender know that your business is active. Things are going on, all right? So you should be setting aside a portion of what you make at your job, whether that's $50 a week, $50 a month, whatever is best for you, to make sure that there is transaction activity happening in your business bank account. Now, in addition to this, you need to be using a payment processor, because when someone is Zelling you, to all my girls who like Zelle and Cash App and Venmo, this is also not a transaction event. You need a payment processor. You need a Stripe, you need a PayPal, you need a Square, because those deposits are a transaction event. Comment got it in the chat if you got it, because I want to make sure y'all don't miss this. A Cash App transfer, a Zelle, I don't even know if you can transfer from Cash App to your bank. A Venmo, a Zelle, we want payment processors, a Stripe, a PayPal, a Square, a Wise, anything like that. Those are transaction events, because it's going from one banking institution to another. And I know Cash App partners with Stripe, I know, but at the end of the day, if it partners with Stripe, you might as well be using Stripe. Okay, yes. Now, the fourth important part of this is you need to be sending invoices. How many of y'all have given your product or service to friends or family for free? Or even if it wasn't for free, you have given it to them, but you accepted maybe a cash payment or any other type of payment. Comment me in the chat. And I'm pretty sure that that's all of us, right? I'm pretty sure that that's all of us. The reason why I say you need to invoice everyone, especially when it comes to sales in your business, is because you do not want to inconvenience or reduce your chances of getting funding because you try to make it convenient for someone else. You have to have business boundaries. And so if a friend, a family member, a sister, a cousin, a colleague wants to support your business, you make sure that they're supporting your business in a way that increases your business credit and increases your bank rating. So that means, okay, yes, I would love for you to purchase one of my products. Please do it by adding to cart, or I can send you this invoice, or you can pay directly using the Stripe app on my phone. Which of those are best for you? It is okay to have business boundaries. If someone truly wants to support your business, they will do it in the way that you are asking them to do it. Comment boundaries in the chat. Comment boundaries in the chat. Because think about all of the cash apps you may have received. Think about all of the Zelles you may have received. Think about all of the cash payments you may have received. Had you said, you know what, our business actually takes card or invoice, or you can go directly to our website, you would be further along in your bank rating number. You would be further along with your business credit, and you would be further along with your business funding. It's giving boundaries, okay? It is okay. Having boundaries, here comes another alliteration, gets the bag, okay? Boundaries gets the bag, all right? It's giving boundaries, it's giving bank rating, it's giving business plans, it's giving get the bag, all right? And yes, QuickBooks is also another great payment processor that you can use. So I know this chat is going fast. Whenever you guys have a question, make sure that you drop it into the question box so I can always see it. And we are definitely going to have a great Q&A at the end of class, so don't even worry. All right, so make sure you have your bank rating, leverage your job, use a payment processor, and make sure you are sending invoices, all right? Now, here are some additional accounts that you need to add on to your business credit report if you don't have them already. If you are someone who has been building business credit, but you haven't quite seen results, or you want to see more results, adding on accounts like eCredible, NAV, Credit Strong, and Brex are really going to help you get the score that you need. Even if you are someone that has a pretty decent score, what's important with business credit is that your score is very layered. So the more accounts that you have, the more activity that you have, that boosts the overall credibility of your business credit report. And over time, it also increases the score. So one that I want to highlight for you all tonight is eCredible. And it is honestly one of my favorite business credit reporting softwares because of the fact that any other bills that you are currently paying, you are going to be able to have them start reporting to eCredible. So I am going to pull up and share my screen here for y'all real quick, so you guys can see exactly what I am talking about. So let's say you have your phone bill, you have Wi-Fi, maybe you have a lease or a salon suite. If those are not reporting to your business credit right now, adding eCredible is going to mean that they start reporting. And so you're going to get all of these additional trade lines. Now I have a link for y'all that's going to get y'all a free trial. So I will make sure I post this in the chat. But even your membership to eCredible at $19 is going to report to your business credit. And then any other additional accounts are going to report. So as you guys can see, they report to Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Credit Safe, Experian. So you are getting way more results with your business credit than if you were to try and just do it without these results. And that's something that is very, very important. So I'm going to make sure that I drop this link for y'all because I want y'all to get a little free trial. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the chat, my team and I. So just go ahead and save it to your browser, and then you can create your eCredible account after class. All right, now in addition to these, I definitely mentioned Nav, I also mentioned Credit Strong, and I mentioned Brex. So these are all additional accounts that you can add to boost up your business credit, and none of these are going to ask you for your personal credit, completely only in your business name, which I know is important to y'all, especially those of you who don't have the best personal credit. So let's dive into some more results, all right? Here's another student who got a business gas card. This student is in my Airbnb program, and she leveraged business funding to get her Airbnb done and got approved for 2 more. So like I said, right, we're gonna talk about flipping the bag. But when you flip the bag, you are going to leverage it to get assets for you that produce income while you are sleeping or doing something else. So I know some of you guys in here said, you know, sis, my credit is bad. I need to know how I can get approved with no personal guarantor. I need to know how I can get approved with a score in the 500s or the low 600s, all right? So I'm going to make sure that I walk you guys through some lenders and some strategies that are going to help you do this. Now, first things first, getting funding with no PG or with low personal credit. The first tip that I have for y'all, and those of you who are on IG, come over to the live room, because now we're getting into the sauce, and you're gonna have to be in the room for this. So I love y'all. It is at the link in my bio. It says free business plan class, join now, and you'll be able to join right away. We're getting into the first tip and strategy to get funding with no PG. See you guys inside. All right, so I had to make sure that they come and join us. So let's get into tip number 1. You should be freezing your personal credit by turning it off with LexisNexis. You should be turning off your personal data, okay? Now, the reason why this is important, LexisNexis, as I'm sure, or maybe you all don't know, is the largest personal data agency. So whenever you get an offer for a credit card in the mail, they pulled your information from LexisNexis, okay? So when you turn off this or freeze it, now when you are applying for American Express or any other business credit card, they will be forced to ask you for another way to verify. So the box for your social security number will still be there, but it'll be a soft pull instead of a hard pull. And they will ask you to upload your business documents or to connect your business bank account to verify that you are actually in business and that you are the owner of the business. So that is a key tip that a lot of people miss. You can simply remove access to your data without freezing your actual Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax report, but making sure that you steer the application in the way that you want it to go, specifically with some of the biggest business credit card lenders, all right? Now, in addition to this, you are able to get funding with lenders like Jeeves Business Capital, ClearCard, Row Corporate Cards, and ClearCo, Capital on Tap, Divvy, and earlier on, I mentioned Brex to you. Brex as well has business funding for businesses, and they do not ask you for your social security number. You do have to connect your bank account, and you do have to be in business longer than 2 years, but there were a lot of you in here that were in business longer than 2 years, so Brex can absolutely be a great option for you. So let's review these again. G's Business Capital, ClearCard, Row Corporate Cards, and we've got ClearCo, Capital on Tap, and Divvy. All right. Now there's so many more that I'm going to give you as we get into the next step after this class, because I'm going to make sure that this hour together is not in vain. All right. We are going to really get you some funding before the end of this year. All right. Now let's continue down this path. So now you guys see how you can get some funding without using your PG. I want to get you some more funding. Comment more in the chat if you want some more. Because, just let me know. If y'all don't really want any more, that's cool too. But comment more in the chat if you want some more. Because I always tell you guys, there are so many ways to get your business funded. And I don't want us stopping at 1, 2, or 3, because we can keep going all the way 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. There is always a way. Where there is a will and a good funding strategy, there is a way to get funded. All right. I see you guys commenting more and more and more. So let's get into the benefits of a business plan. And I'm dropping the Incredible again in case you guys missed it. Oops. Okay, boom. And I'll make sure we send it to you guys via email as well. So let's get into the benefits of a business plan, okay? Number 1, this demonstrates preparedness to a lender. I want you guys to understand something. Our counterparts, white women-owned businesses, white men-owned businesses, they get funding a lot of the time, in part because of institutional and funding racism. Yes, we know that that still exists. But secondly, because they come to the table with a business plan, with a pitch deck, even if it's something that they put together the night before, they have it there. And why do they have it? Because they have the confidence to believe and the audacity to say, even this idea that I just thought about, 2 days ago, I'm going to write a business plan for it because I believe in it that much. I want y'all to comment the word belief in the chat. Having a business plan signifies to a lender that you believe in your business. It signifies to yourself as well that you believe in your business. So when Joey, Sarah, Johnny, and Bill get funding all the time, guess what? They have the audacity and the confidence to believe in their businesses, even if they thought about it 5 days ago. So when people tell you you cannot get funding as a new business, you can. You need a business plan. Secondly, it clarifies your goals. A lot of the time we start a business because we know we have more. We know that there is more out there for us, but we don't quite spend the time getting clear on the goals that we have. And then we don't end up following our plan. So by having a business plan, you're clarifying your goals. You're having a plan that you can stick to and a plan that your lender can follow along with. Because let's think about it. Are you going to get in a car with someone who is like, I don't know where we going, we just going? Huh? You're going to be like, I'm good, I'll get out. And think about it for us ladies. We don't want to submit to a man who's not going nowhere. How are you going to lead me and you not leading yourself? Because I'm confused. So your lender is like, okay, but how are you going to pay this money back? And you don't even know where you're going. Where are we going? Where are we going? The lender's like, I'm not getting in the car because you going to have me running in circles. I'm not doing it. So the same way we're not about to submit to no man who's going to have us going nowhere. Okay. Your lender is not about to fund you if they can't see where your business is going. Let's get into it, okay? Yes, ladies, y'all understand. And shout out to the good men in here, because I know y'all are in here, okay, the leaders. But some of them out there, child, they just want to walk you in circles, and we ain't got time for that. So next thing of why your business plan is important is it outlines your projections, okay? We are going to get into your projections formulas. Now, I know many of y'all have your business plan template and your projection formula workbook because you added on your prep kit. So let's make sure that we go over that. The key thing about projections is a lot of us as business owners, we think small. We think, well, let's just see what I can do in this first year. Let's just see what I can do in this second year. I want us to be thinking about having 20-year businesses, 30-year businesses, 40-year businesses, things that we can pass down to our children. So when you're writing your projections with me, minimum 5 years, I want you guys to know and believe that your business is still going to be here. Minimum 5 years is what you are projecting. How much is your business going to be making in the next 5 years? Now, when you have your business plan, you have so many more options of where you can get funding. So I'm writing down a few here that I want you to take notes. Your community development financial institutions, minority business development agencies, small business administrations, and traditional credit unions. Now, I know the credit union that gets all the hype is Navy Federal, but one thing that I want you to understand is there are so many other credit unions outside of Navy Federal where you can still get the bag, where you can still get funding. So one of the ways that you are going to find your local community development financial institution is by searching on Google CDFIs near me. Okay. Now, all of you guys are going to get different results, but one of the core sites that you can go to is the Opportunity Finance Network. And I'm going to share my screen. This has all the, or not all, but several CDFIs all throughout the country. So Opportunity Finance Network, you're going to go to CDFI Locator, and it is going to show you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of CDFIs that are available to minority-owned businesses just like you. Now, each CDFI has different requirements, but 95% of CDFIs are going to ask you for a business plan. You can have as low as a 600 credit score or a 550 in some cases, a minimum of 6 months to a year in business. And generally, your revenue can be anywhere from $25,000 to $100,000, and in some cases, zero. You are going to choose your area, how many per page, and as you guys can see, list upon list upon list upon list of not only lenders, but who they serve, the contact information, and more. Okay. So I mean, you know, the bag is here. Okay. Get the bag. Get the bag. So that's one. Now, in addition, when I searched CDFI near Georgia, because I'm in Dakar and we don't have CDFIs here, but CDFIs near Georgia, it is going to take you to locators within your state. So now we have micro lenders, we have the micro enterprise network, which if you see that in any of your states, it is the same thing as a CDFI. And so then boom, we can go to visit the site. And as you can see here, y'all, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You got a whole list. What counties it serves, the contact information. Comment, get the bag in the chat. Because I just need to make sure y'all are really seeing what I'm seeing here. I just want to make sure y'all are really seeing this. Comment, get the bag in the chat. And see, these are not going to be the lenders that you search on Google, funding near me. Or, you know, a $5,000 loan, no documents. No. That's going to get you someplace with a high interest rate, them no doc loans. What we're seeing here is true lenders that will take the time to actually review your application and help you to get approved because that is their job. These microloans and community development funds and the Minority Business Development Agency, they exist to fund Black-owned businesses. That is what the money is there for. So it's time for you to go get it. And not just Black-owned, minority. So that means Hispanic, veteran, disabled, women-owned. A lot of you guys in here will qualify for that, even if you are not Black or African American. All right. Now let's get into the next step. Here's some credit unions that you can secure funding outside of Navy Federal, because Navy Federal is great, yes, but not everyone has a Navy Federal account. And in addition, you need to have options. So if everyone goes to Navy Federal and all these other credit unions can say too, we're missing out on a bag. You could be missing out on 2 bags. So Freedom Credit Union is known to approve small businesses. North Country Credit Union is known to approve as well. At an average loan approval rate of $39,000, Freedom Credit Union has an average loan approval rate of $45,000, and Capital Credit Union has an average loan approval rate of $54,000, all of these. So if we've got $45,000 here at Freedom, $34,000 here at North County, and 50-something thousand here, that's over $100,000 simply by you changing where you're searching, simply by you being in this class tonight to get this information. Okay, that's all. I know Navy Federal is great, but I want to make sure you guys are empowered to know that you have options, because that is a huge part of your funding strategy. Being able to be successful is having options. All right. Now, here are the core sections of your business plan. So we know where to go get the money. We know where to find the money. Now let's make sure that you have a great setup to your business plan so you can actually receive the money. All right. So the first core section that a lender is going to look at is your executive summary. This is going to be what really grabs the lender's attention. And I want you guys to write down 3 key words. Your executive summary is the who, the what, and the why of your business. Who, what, why. Make sure you guys write that down. Who does your business serve? What does your business do for them? And why does your business matter? Why is it different? Why is it going to succeed? Why? Again, who does your business serve? What does your business do for them? And why does your business matter? Why is it going to be successful? All right. That is very important. Now, the second most important section is your marketing and your sales. When you are applying to a lender as a business that has maybe bad personal credit, maybe you've only been in business for a year, you have to be able to show them that, hey, I know where I am right now doesn't look like much, but let me show you what my plan is for marketing and sales so you can see where I'm going to be. You can see where we're headed, right? Remember, the lender's not getting in the car unless they know where you're going. So having your marketing and sales allows them to see where the business is going and what strategies are you going to use to get there. So this is going to outline your sales channels and your tactics for reaching your target audience. And then lastly, one of my favorite sections is your projections. Managing your money as a business owner is one of the core ways that a lender determines, are they going to give you some of theirs? They want to be able to see, what do you think about managing money? Do these numbers look like they make sense? If I give you $50,000, what are you going to do with it? And all of this goes into your projection. So let's get into how. Somebody comment how in the chat. Comment how in the chat, because I want to break this down for you guys so you understand how you can begin to craft your executive summary, craft your marketing and sales, and craft your projections right now. Okay, so let's get into this projections formula. Let's walk through this. Now, those of you who have your workbook, I expect you to use the entire workbook to do this, okay? First things first, your number of customers times your average transaction value times the number of customers in a year. Times the number of transactions per customer equals your total revenue. So let's break this down. If you have 500 customers per year, each customer spends $50 one time, one transaction per customer. Your projected revenue is 500 times 50, which is 25,000. So you would switch out those numbers to update. Now, the reason why this is important, so much of the time we say, I want to be a 6-figure business. I want to be a 7-figure business. And yes, you deserve that. But what is more important than that, I need you to know, how many customers does it take to be a 6-figure business? And how much do they have to spend to be a six-figure business? Because a lender isn't really interested in the fact that you believe your business is going to make $1 million. That's cool. But they want to know, okay, I like the fact that you believe that, but I need to see, do you know how many customers it takes to get there? Do you know how much each customer needs to spend to get you there? Have you thought about how many times a customer has to buy to get you there? It's the details. The dollars are in the details. I want you to comment details in the chat. Comment details in the chat. And so when we work together after this class, because I'm going to invite you guys to take this next step, I want to make sure that I'm calculating and helping you calculate each and every single one of your projections year over year. So this would be your projection for year 1. Then we would calculate year 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up. So that when a lender is reviewing your plan, they can see this person has not only generated a plan for year 1, but they have a plan for what they're going to do to increase their revenue years 2 all the way through year 10. So ladies, if we're thinking about a man and he comes to us and he says, baby girl, I have a plan for how I'm going to change your life this year. I know what we're going to do next year and the year after and 5 years from now. Are y'all getting in the car? Are y'all going for a ride? Comment yes or yes in the chat. Because when my husband came to me, when we were dating, and he was like, yeah, I already know you're the one I want. And in a year, I want you to live with me. The next year, I want us to go to Paris. And in between that time, I want us to get some real estate. I was like, oh, well, tell me where to get in. Let me put on my seatbelt. Comment yes or yes in the chat. Shout out to the fellas, y'all. Okay, this is what we want. Y'all are getting a little sneak peek. You know, if you come to a lady with a 5-year plan, oh yeah, she's canceling all the other men on the roster. Because what we talking about? Okay, what are we really talking about? Yes, we are not here to play. So this is very key, a man with a plan. Yes, and you are going to be a business with a plan, okay? A big business with a big plan. This is your projections. And again, we are going to continue working so that you can calculate years 1 all the way through 5 and even up to 10, all right? Now, I want you guys to see some students who have gotten major success by having a business plan, by following the strategies here. $100,000 between 2 Amex cards, $95,000 on a line of credit and credit card. What did I say? I said, I want to help 10,000 more businesses secure $100,000. And if they can, why not you? If Teresa can, why not you? Now, there's something very important I need to mention to you. So if you have a lender who you're applying and there's no section to upload a business plan or a pitch deck, I want to share with you guys how you are going to do it. All right, comment ready in the chat if you're ready. Because I still got more to pour into you, girl. I still have more to pour into you. So you are going to be using business plans, grants, and pitch decks to get to the success you want in funding. So let's make sure we break that down. Now, if the lender doesn't ask you for a business plan, this is how you should be proactively sending it. Number 1, always make sure you request the lender email. Now, if we go back to our CDFI screen, we have the emails right here, all right? Now, if you're applying to a credit union or Chase or Bank of America or any other type of lender where there is not a specific email, your first priority is to make sure that you find the contact information. Because if they are not giving you the space to upload a business plan, it doesn't mean you're not going to give them one. You're just going to reach out directly, build a relationship, and you're going to use the templates that I have for you to send your emails to lenders in order to send a well-crafted email. Next thing, you want to make sure you mention in the subject line that you have additional supporting documents to help with their decision. Let me say that again. You have additional supporting documents to help with their decision. And then lastly, you need to make sure you attach your business plan or pitch deck and a cover letter, so that when that lender opens the email, they may have already been in the process of reviewing your application, but now you've given yourself an extra opportunity to get the yes, because you've shown them, here is where my business is going. I want you to base your decision not just off of where my business is right now, but the projections and the use of funds that I have listed in my business plan. So I got a whole template for y'all. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys all about that. But that is a key thing that you can say right now. So again, request your lender email, mention that you have additional supporting documents, and you should be attaching your pitch deck, your business plan, and having a cover letter that states you want to make sure their decision is based on not just where your business is now, but where your business is going. And I want to tell you guys something. Lenders are motivated to give you money. Do y'all know that? I think a lot of the time we think that the funding institution is against Black-owned businesses, and it is true that there is a statistical bias. But overall, the lending industry, they want to make money, and they make money by giving you money. So you are the prize here. You are the prize. Your business is the prize. And so knowing that, you have to make sure you put yourself in the best position to be selected, because they want to work with you. And if we submit an excellent application, there is no way or reason that we should be turned down. And that is why preparedness is so important. So these additional private lenders and lenders will fund you with a business plan. You're going to look private investors near me. The 37 Angels Fund is an angel investing platform where they specifically fund women-owned businesses. And then the Fearless Fund, as I'm sure you've heard of, also works to support Black-owned businesses, Black women-owned businesses, and ensure they get the funding that they need. But in order to qualify for these types of funds, you need a business plan, all right, which is exactly why we are going over this right now. So let's do a quick review before we get into flipping the bag. So we covered your fundamentals. We covered funding with no personal guarantor. We covered your business plan and the strategies to put it together. And we went over the lenders that you can use to get funding with a business plan, even if you don't have the best personal credit, even if your business hasn't been in business forever, and even if you don't have a ton of sales. Are y'all ready for more? Comment ready if you're ready, because we've been getting into it tonight. This is a whole masterclass. I see you guys commenting ready. I see you guys commenting ready. Get some water. Turn to a new page in your notebook. Let's make sure we take this even deeper. So in addition to having a business plan, grants are the cousin of a business plan. All right? Grants are the cousin. So the same way you're going to leverage your business plan to get grants, you're also going to, the same way where you're going to leverage your business plan to get funding, you are also going to leverage your grant proposals to get grants. And grants are free money. So the similar sections that are very important in a grant proposal are your market research. A grant board wants to know, why is your business the best choice as compared to the other businesses on the market? And I need you guys to have the confidence to know that even if there are other businesses in your industry, there is no such thing as competition. You should not be intimidated by the fact that someone else has a real estate business in your city, or someone else sells shea butter for eczema as well. Because even though there's another business that does it, you are positioned to do it only like you. The next core section is your budget. So very similar to your business plan, you should be able to outline why do you need the money and how are you going to use it. So your grant proposal is not going to ask you for your projections, but they are going to ask you, how are you going to use this money and why do you need it? And so it's very important that you can show that in your business plan so that you can ensure you are in position to get approved in your grant proposal. And then lastly, your mission statement. Now, your mission statement is very, very similar to your executive summary. When you have your mission statement, you are also speaking to the who, the what, and the why of your business. You're making them understand, here's who I'm serving, here's what I'm doing for them, here's why it matters. So really, these two things can be interchangeable. I want you to be empowered to have not only a great grant proposal, but also a great business plan and vice versa. So I want to share with you guys some grants that you can find right now this month, all right? Firstly, the Amber grant is due in a couple weeks. The Atomic grant, make sure y'all take a screenshot of this. The Skip Growth grant is due this weekend, so let's get into it. The Mama Ladder grant, and then Hello Alice has grants that are also due before the end of this month, all right? Now, one thing that is very key and that I want you guys to have access to is my list of 900 grants. And I'm going to make sure that I show y'all where that is, okay? So these are grants that you can get right now. And the great thing about having your business plan and having your grant strategy is when you apply to these grants, you should be making sure that you are saving every application you ever do, saving those answers, the paragraphs, anything that you write to a Google Doc so that going forward, you have a library of grant responses. So anytime you apply to a grant in the future, you're never having to think too hard about what to say because you've already answered a question very similar to it in the past. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Comment got it in the chat if you got it. So you're situating yourself to have a full library of responses to pull from by taking action and starting now. So we've got this money. Modest Girls has won a grant. My other student has gotten $3,000. There are so many different levels and ways to win. And I want you guys to understand that you are in position to make this happen. And so with all of this money, right, I want you guys to comment in the chat, what would you do with $50,000 in your business right now? Let me know. I want to know at least 3 things that you would do with $50,000 in your business right now. What would you do? What would you do? Yes, so some of the answers in your business plan are going to be very similar to what you answer on a grant, but you still want to make sure that you have your business plan and a grant proposal separate. And so that is why this is so key. So I'm seeing you guys would invest in your business, inventory, get a car to put on Tura, open up a store, marketing, hire staff, systems, clear some accounts. Maybe that's debt, market, scale, hire. Okay. Now, one thing I want y'all to comment in the chat that you would do with $50,000 is that you would flip the bag. Go ahead and comment flip the bag because let's make sure we break this down. I need you guys to understand the full power that you have when you are able to get funding. So I created the GSF formula, which is get the bag, split the bag, and flip the bag, okay? So first step is getting the bag. That is what we have been covering tonight, how you are going to use business credit, personal credit, business plans, grants to get the bag. Now let's break down the formula to split the bag. So when you get the bag, you should be using a percentage of the loan to pay back the loan. Now, that can either be 25% or however much 1 year of payments is. You want to make sure that you set aside 1 year's worth of payments towards your loan so that, guess what? You have 1 year to not think about paying your loan back. Now, the next step is to split the bag, okay? So now that you've set aside some money, you're using the loan to pay back the loan, you are going to use a second portion and split it between what your business needs. So you're hiring, you're investing, your inventory, your marketing, your website, your all the different things that you guys mentioned. This is where we split the bag. Now, that remaining part, that last 20 to 25%, that is what we flip. So now when you get this $50,000 and $100,000 that I'm going to help you get before the end of the year, when you get this, it's just not all going to one place. You are going to use that remaining amount to acquire cash producing assets. What are cash producing assets? Vending machines, cars, ATMs, content studios, real estate, Airbnb, right? E-commerce stores, drop shipping stores, Amazon products. You are going to flip that bag. So now every time you go and get funding, you know I have a plan. You know you're not just getting this money just to be here for play. You are going to use it to build wealth. I want you to comment wealth in the chat, because having this strategy and having this formula completely changes the trajectory of not only your business, but it changes the trajectory of your life. Because now when you go get this $100,000 in funding, which I'm going to make sure I help you guys get to the best of my abilities before the end of this year. Now you know, okay, I'm going to set aside some of this to pay back my loan so I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to split a part of it so I can take care of my business. And what's left, I'm going to flip it. So now I'm making passive income in my sleep. And I just need to ask you guys, if you truly believe that you are the wealth builder your legacy has been waiting for. I'm sorry, I need to stand up because it's just too good. It's just too good, y'all. They didn't want you to know that you can flip the bag. They didn't want you to know that you can use the loan to pay back the loan. And so now you bought yourself a year or more, 2 years. I like to set aside 2 years. You've bought yourself 2 years to flip the rest of that money without you having to worry about a payment. And in that 2 years of time, your car is going to make money on Turo. Your vending machine is going to make money. Your ATM machine is going to make money. Your real estate is going to have a tenant. Your Airbnb is going to make money. You can go buy a hotel or invest in a hotel and you'll be making money. And then what do? We repeat the process. We do it again. We do it again and we do it better. We do it bigger and we do it better. This is why you getting funding is so key. I truly believe that each and every one of you are the wealth builder your family and your legacy have been waiting for. I know it, because you wouldn't be in this class tonight if that wasn't the case. You would not be in this class tonight if that was not the case. And so I just want to know, have y'all gotten some value so far? Comment value in the chat if you have gotten value so far. You are. Comment value in the chat if you have gotten value so far, because I do not want this to be the end of your funding journey. If we can do all of this in an hour and 22 minutes, I want you to really think about what could you possibly do every single day. If you could commit this an hour to this, what could you accomplish if you committed 6 straight days? What could you do if we had this level of funding strategy and energy every single day for a week? What could you do if you got a chance to work with me and my team who have helped over 70,000 people secure funding? What could you do if we did this every single day? I want you to really think back to the last time you made yourself a promise with regard to your business and you didn't keep it. I want you to think back to how tired you feel or have felt when you didn't have the money that you needed to pay all your bills at the end of the month. I want you to think back to the frustration that comes with that denial after denial after denial. I want you to think back to the fear that you felt when you decided not to apply for funding in the first place because you weren't sure if you could get it. I want you to think about all those feelings, and I want you to decide in this moment, I don't want to feel that again. Instead of feeling that, I want you to feel what it's like to get funded. Instead of feeling fear, I want you to feel what it's like to get success. And this is exactly why I'm inviting y'all to my fully funded challenge, y'all. Because I'm ready to do this for 6 days. And this is the first time I have ever done a 6-day live event just about funding. I've had classes before, master classes, done, DIY courses. But God said, Ellie, before the end of 2023, you have to make sure that you spend an entire week with these business owners so that they can really get the funding that they need. Because let me tell you something, and I'm a course creator, you don't need another course. Linda, Khalil, Whitney, Zakia, you don't need another course, because you know what happens when we buy another course? It sits in our inbox. We don't open it. We start it, but we don't finish it. You don't need another course. You don't need someone's $30,000 program. What you need is action. What you need is results. I want y'all to comment the word results in the chat, because when we spend this 6 days together, we're getting results, okay? We are getting results. I want you to commit to these 6 days, and let me break down what we're gonna do every single day of the week. Because imagine if we could do this in 1 hour, what can you achieve? What can you learn? What can you do when we do this for 6 days? So day 1, our VIP day, we're going to be covering personal credit and your profit strategy. Day 2, business credit mastery. Day 3, we will have a full class writing your business plans in more detail. And today was great. Imagine more. Day 4, we will be covering how to create your pitch deck and actually pitch to investors. Day 5, we are going to be doing grants, and I added this in, government contracts. So on the 26th, we are going to have a grants and a government contract class, because I want you guys to work with my friend and my team of experts to get government contracts. And then lastly, we are going to go over how to use funding to get passive income. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this challenge? And so I just want y'all to know, you guys are getting all this. VIP business plan and pitch deck day, live Q&A session, the community, access to the recordings, workbooks, lenders list. You're getting the 900 list of grants and any additional grants that we add. And in 2024, we're going to have a live graduation so you can, party down with all of your funded besties. Okay, because we want to get funded and we want to be cute and we want to be fine. It's getting fully funded and fine. Okay. And I want to tell you guys something. If you knew that you could secure $50,000 to $100,000 in funding before the end of the year and you only had to invest $5,000, would it be worth it? Yes or yes? If you knew that investing $5,000 in yourself could get you $50,000 to $100,000 in funding, would you do it? Yes or yes? Now, what if it was only $4,000? Would that still be worth it? Yes or yes? Okay, now what if it was only $2,000? If it was $2,000 and you knew this is going to get me $50,000 to $100,000 and all the funding knowledge I need, would that be worth it? Yes or yes? What if it was $1,000? Yes or yes? Now I want you guys to know the full value of this is almost $10,000. For me, when I work with anyone one-on-one, it's $2,500 for an hour and a half of a one-on-one session. But I don't want you to have to invest $9,000, $7,000, $4,000, $3,000, or even $1,000. I want you to commit to getting funded for $397. 6 days for $397. Let me stand up because, I need to make sure nothing is going to get in your way before the end of this year. How many things have we spent $397 on? Our hair, our nails, brunch, I don't even know, probably clothes, Beyonce tickets. Now you are in position to get $50,000 to $100,000 in funding for $397 before the end of the year. I want you to comment, drop the link in the chat if you're ready to join the challenge. You're getting all 6 days for $397. An hour of VIP Q&A every single day, replays, all the templates, accountability group. And you know what? If it wasn't good enough, let me add on a little bonus. So VIP day, as you can see here, boom, business credit secrets, business plan class, the best one you will ever take, pitching to investors, creating your pitch deck, getting money and government contracts, leveraging funding, and I'm going to add on this bonus for the first 20 people who secure their seed. You're going to have a live grant writing workshop. Y'all know that should definitely say September. You're going to get my investor due diligence checklist, my pitch deck template, my loan officer email template that I told y'all about, and a list of 1,000 lenders. And this is still all for $397. I'm about to drop the link. Now, there's only 30 units available, so you guys need to act fast and secure your seat to this challenge. Mark these dates in your calendar because listen, nothing is going to hold you back or stop you from getting the funding that you deserve for your business. This is not anything that you will ever find anywhere. Because like I said, you don't need $30,000 mentorships to go and get $50,000 in funding. That's not a big enough return. I want you to invest in yourself less than $400 so that you can understand the strategies you need to go and get the big returns in the future. So let's make sure y'all understand what these days are giving y'all. These days are giving so much. I am dropping the link. My team is dropping the link. And so when you guys click on the link, I want you guys to see exactly what you have access to. Join the challenge. We are just about 30 days away from joining. And you are going to secure your seat as a VIP. All 6 days, personal credit and profit strategy, business credit, business plans, pitch decks, grants, and government contracts. And then lastly, leveraging your funding to get passive income. So when you secure your seat, I want you guys to understand that you are in position to learn now and pay later. Because what I want you to understand is we're not going to let anything hold us back. So if you're someone that wants to use Affirm, Afterpay, whatever the case may be, you are not going to let anything stop you from securing your seat to this challenge. I want you to think back to the days where a denial took place. I want you to think back to the days where you have needed even just $20,000 to be able to get the inventory, to hire the team, to get the marketing, to do the things required to take your business to the next level, but you didn't have the opportunity. I want you to think back to those moments where the strategy just wasn't lining up. I also want you to think about the times where you believed you were going to get more from a funding class or from an ebook or from a course, and where you actually got so much less than what you thought. And I want you to know that this is not that. You are here to spend 6 live days, because when you're in a live class, that means you're doing the work in the room. That means you're getting it done in the room. That means you are committing to yourself in the room. I want you guys to comment the word commit in the chat. This is your season to finally keep your word to yourself the way that you keep it for everybody else. This is your season to finally give yourself more than you have given to other people. This is your season to finally put your business first, because I know we put so many other businesses before our own. It's easier for us to go buy something from another business than it is for us to go put that same money into our own business. And you know why that happens? It happens because we don't always have a clear strategy. It happens because we're not sure what to do next. It happens because we don't know how we're going to get the funding that we need. But your days of I don't know are over. This 6 days of funding is going to be the best 6 days that you could possibly spend before the end of the year. Because I want you to remember one thing. Q1 is coming. Q4 is coming. And so what that means is we want to get a big bag. Do y'all want a big bag in Q4 or not? Comment big bag if you want a big bag. And yes, I am dropping the link in the chat for those of y'all that need it. I'm so excited for you guys who are joining. Yes. You can do this. Oh, I love what she said. She said, God created the whole universe in 6 days. I can do this. You can do this. You can do this, y'all. Imagine what can happen when you give yourself 6 days to commit. A whole week. A whole week. Let's think about all the times we have wanted to stay focused on our business, but what happens, right? Kids, life, boyfriend, husband, job, problems, drama. And that's not to say that any of that is going to go away, but I'm giving you a full month in advance to let everybody know from October 22nd to 27th, I'm committing to me. That is your self-care week. That is your business care week. That is your get the bag week. So every single day at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have class. Now, when you join the challenge, you're immediately going to get your fast action bonus. I see Minnie has her fast action, Tanisha, Kelly, so many more. I'm trying to read the names. You're going to get your fast action bonus to get started right away. Your list of 900 grants, which is right here, is already going to be uploaded for you. So you'll be able to start going down this list and applying for grants immediately. You're going to get the loan template that I told you about in the fast action bonus. You're going to get the 1,000 list of lenders. So you can already position yourself to start winning in advance. This is even before we have started the class. This is even before we have started the class. This is your time. This is your opportunity to get the funding that you have wanted to get, but have not known how. If you are someone in here who has been told no because of your personal credit, there's a solution for that. If you are someone in here that has been told no because of your lack of sales, there's a solution for that. If you are someone in here who hasn't tried because of fear, there's a solution for that. And that solution is this fully funded challenge. We are getting together in this room to do this work so that you do not miss any more opportunities to get the funding that you need for your business. Because one thing that I want you to understand is Black Friday is coming. Christmas is coming. Black Friday last year, $9 billion were spent. Sis, I just want us to get our little nice, cute 1%. 1% is a cool little $9 million. We good. 1%. And when you have the funding you need, this is why this challenge is happening before Black Friday and before the end of the year, so that you can get the funding that you need to be able to take advantage of Q4 and make it one of your best quarters yet. Y'all, we literally have six seats left. I'm going to do this. I'm going to extend the fast action bonus to everybody that secures your seat tonight. I want you to comment VIP in the chat if you are going to secure VIP or if you already have. Yes, shout out to y'all with the big bags. I want you to comment VIP in the chat for these last 6 people if you are going to be VIP or if you've already done it. So again, as soon as you join, you are getting all of the things you see here on the fast action bonus. Your live grant workshop is going to be scheduled, and we will be using that class time to apply for these grants that you see here in September and the ones that you see here in October. And this is a lot of grants. So y'all are going to get this list when you join the challenge. And when we have that live workshop, we'll be applying to some of these together because I want to, and that's in addition to the challenge, okay? That's not even what we're going to do on the day of class in the challenge. That's in addition to the challenge. I want you to comment the word commit in the chat if you are so excited to finally commit to yourself in a way that you haven't done yet this year. I know we've given our thoughts to our business, our energy to our business, our tears to our business, our blood and sweat. Now what you are going to do is give your business the 6 days that you and it deserve to make sure that you are walking away with the funding in hand and with the strategy to go out and get more. Because I want you to win, okay? I want you to win all the way. I want you to win so big that there is no other option than winning. And that is exactly what is going to happen. Out of the 70,000 students I've had, we have helped them secure millions and millions and millions of dollars in funding. And I don't get a piece of any of this funding. I need y'all to know that. All the millions that I've helped students secure, it belongs to them. I enjoy knowing that because this is how we start to make a difference. When I partner with lenders, I make sure, hey, you treat my people right. You treat my audience right. You give them the funding that they ask for. You give them a good rate. You give them the funding that they deserve so that they can be in position to win. So that they can be in position to win. If you are already in the challenge, then you are going to have these in your portal already, okay? This is our fast action bonus, and it also applies to those of you who are buying your seats now because this early bird price goes away on the 1st of the month of October. Yes, shout out to you, Vonda, Ebony, Michelle, yes. Nadine, will you be helping credit challenges? Yes. So remember, our VIP bonus day is all about personal credit. We will be going over personal credit and profit and cash flow. So in that personal credit class, I'm going to give you guys the letters that I use to build my own personal credit, to remove negative items, to remove collections. I'm going to give you guys the letters so that you can go out and start to send those right away. Because here's the thing, I want to teach you how to fish. The reason I am having this entire challenge is because I've been selling courses a long time. And I know that I have students who have started a course, gotten results, but they might have gotten more results had they actually finished the course. So I said, you know what? Let me make sure that I can hold them accountable. Let me make sure that we can work together live. Let me make sure that I can see them every day on their computer. I'm going to be checking your homework. My team and I are going to be making sure that you have all your questions answered so that you get the actual results that you want. Because one thing I don't do is play about my customers, and I don't play about people's money. So when I'm having you invest $397 in yourself, even though I have plenty of students that pay me over $5,000, $10,000, and $2,500 for an hour and a half. I still want you to know that I'm going to give you the same value that I give them. Can I give y'all the same amount of gems and energy and time that I give to my $25,000 clients? Can I do that? Comment yes or yes in the chat. Can I treat y'all like I treat my $25,000 clients? Can I give y'all the same attention and energy and templates and value and accountability that I give my $25,000 clients? Because I want you to understand that where you are in this program, you need to be here. You need to be here. You may not be in a position to do what my other clients do, and that's fine. But this is where you need to be. This is what is going to get you the results that you're looking for without going through another ebook, without having another 5 hours spent on YouTube trying to find the answer, without somebody else on Instagram telling you that you can walk into a bank and get a no-doc loan with a brand new LLC and just get the money, without having your hopes brought up only for them to be brought back down because you didn't actually get the results that you wanted. I know you're tired of feeling that. I know it. No one likes to get their hopes up only for it to go back down. This challenge, I'm creating it so that your hopes can actually match the results. I want you to come in with the hope that you're going to understand how to pitch to investors, that you're going to understand what it means to get a government contract, that you're going to understand how to fix your personal credit and work on your profit strategy. And I want you to have that hope because I know I'm going to bring the results. Everything that you see, I'm going to teach you over these next 6 days is going to happen. So I want you to prepare from the 22nd to the 27th of October, at least 2 hours for class, at least. I try not to keep y'all in there too long, but I've been known to have 3-hour classes because I don't want to stop until I make sure I have emptied out everything I have when it comes to that subject. So everything I can teach you about personal credit, everything I can give you for business credit, everything I can give you as regards to your business plans, having my experts and friends come in to teach you about pitching and having a great pitch deck, grants and government contracts, and of course, my favorite class, okay, is going to be how you are going to leverage this funding to generate passive income, y'all. I'm just counting down to the days of our last class on October 27th. I cannot wait. So I'm going to just show you guys how you're going to secure your seat, all right? So when you click on the link, which is still up, I believe we have 1 or 2 left, but you know what? Let me just add a couple more. Just add a couple more, honey. Just add a couple more. So when you click on the link, that's going to take you to the funding challenge. I know you are tired of using your own money to build your business. So you are going to scroll down and join the challenge. We are getting into all of the wealth building secrets. This is why you need to join as a VIP so you can get the bonus session on the 22nd. And then boom, when you join the challenge, that'll take you to select your VIP option at $397. And this is the early bird price, y'all. On October 1st, it will go up. So make sure you secure this now. And then boom, you have the opportunity to go ahead and check out. So you're going to use whatever you need to. If you want to learn now and pay later, feel free to use Affirm, Cash App. Well, Cash App doesn't have any payment plans. Affirm, Afterpay, and Klarna. Now, this is the only acceptable way to use Cash App, okay? If it is built into your payment processor, if it is built into your website, this is not my personal Cash App account. This is going to allow you to use Cash App, and it will go into my business payment processor. So if y'all want to use Cash App, this is the only way. Okay. It needs to be built in to your account. Don't play with me. No, don't play with me. Just because y'all see Cash App there does not mean I'm a Cash App Kathy. This is built into my payment processor, okay? So y'all make sure you do the same thing. And that is what is so powerful about this advantage is that if you are someone that says, you know what, I can't wait to join. I just want to split up my payment. Learn now, pay later. But whatever you do, secure your seat because this price will go up to $497 in 3 weeks. And I want to make sure that you are able to get it for the early bird price right now. This link is not on my Instagram yet. We just started creating the space for this challenge. So you guys are some of the first ones to join, which is why you are getting this amazing early bird price. Yes. I want y'all to comment, I'm ready if you are ready. And let me make sure that I also review our questions because I know we had some good questions in here as you guys are securing your seat. Yes, and you know what? I have people who have come to my challenge with their kids, with their husband. They put the Zoom on the TV and everybody's watching. Whatever you need to do, just make sure you are there. Y'all have more than a month to get a babysitter, to call your mom, whatever the case is, y'all will be there. And yes, Derek asked about the letter for the SBA. I am sending that to you via email. There wasn't a way for me to upload it into this, but I promised you all that I was going to give you a template to write your letter to the SBA with regard to that loan where they want us to prove that we have been socially disadvantaged. So you are going to get the letter because y'all know I keep my word. So thank you, Derek, for asking that question. It's going to be sent to you via email you should get it at maximum by Saturday, okay? Yes. So y'all are going to get that anyway. And then in the challenge, when we have our business plan class, you'll be able to really break down and work with me on applying for the SBA loan. Because a part of that business plan class, I will be having my business plan coach come in the room specifically for SBA business plans. And she will be walking you all through how to construct your SBA business plan because there's a couple extra sections in addition to a regular business plan. I'm working on getting my business registered so I can have it at least by class. Should I wait if I haven't secured trademark? No, Nicole, don't wait. Everybody comment in the chat. Do it now, Nicole. Don't wait until you have a trademark to join the challenge. Don't wait for anything to join the challenge. In fact, whatever you have, even if some of you are a sole proprietor, you should be in the challenge because this is going to make sure that you have the funding strategy so that you can take off faster. We have so many businesses in here that have been in business for 5 years without funding. And it's only because they may not have had the strategy necessary. So I want to make sure that you guys have the strategy so that you don't have to wait any longer. Because I want us to win before the end of the year. I'm living all the way in Senegal. I feel so inspired. I feel so grateful. I just feel all the things. And God said, you need to do this. I believe God brought me all the way out to Africa to live here just so I could be more connected to my customers. And that seems crazy because I'm so far away from y'all, but I cannot say enough being out here and seeing how hard entrepreneurs here work to make a fraction of what we have the opportunity to make in the US. I mean, they are out from 7 a.m. to midnight selling items on the road, selling shirts, driving their taxis, walking around with the water bucket on their head. And I'm like, you know what? If they can do this and be able to make $5 in a day, that would be a good day for them. Then I'm going to give my 100% all to my business and my customers because I don't have to be outside in the heat to make money. I don't have to be doing something difficult to connect with my audience. So I'm not going to take advantage of what I have, and I'm going to give even more. When I see them sweating, hustling to make the money that they need, I think, how blessed and lucky are we that we have the opportunity to sit on a class like this and learn what it takes with a few clicks of a button to go and get $50,000. Do you realize the position that you are in? Do you realize how much is at your disposal? We have so much opportunity. You are blessed to be where you are. You are blessed to even have this business idea. And God has been telling me, you have to make sure that they know how blessed they are. You have to be in this class with them, because the woman down the street walking around with a water bucket on her head for 10 hours a day, she doesn't have the opportunity to sit on a computer, write a business plan, and get $50,000. So it is my mission to ensure that you guys have the opportunity and realize what the strategies are that you can use to get the money that you need now. Because not everybody has what we have. And so therefore, the fact that we have it, we have to use it. I want you to comment, get to work in the chat. Comment, get to work in the chat. I want you to comment, get to work. Because every single day when I wake up, and we live in a beautiful apartment. I live in the suburbs of Dakar, but this is still a third world country. Every day when I wake up and I walk and I go downstairs, because I walk the kids to school every day, I see the woman selling on the side of the road, her waters or her peanuts or the fruit or the vegetables. I see the taxi men. I see the people wanting to grow their business. And I say, you know what? How can I not get to work? How can I not go back in this house and work my ass off? How can I not go back in this house and connect with my customers? How can I not go back in here and offer a live 6-day program? Because look at the opportunity that we have. We must take advantage, because it is only by God's decision that we were born in the U.S. and not born right here in Senegal, West Africa. When your soul was assigned, he assigned you where you are. And so we must take advantage. We must get to work. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. So y'all, we have 10 left, okay? I've added some more. If you are someone that is sitting here thinking, I don't know, I want you to tell yourself right now, I do know. How long is each class, Nisha? Every class starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 or 7 p.m. Eastern. So you should set aside 2 hours of time, because you are, as a VIP, you have an additional hour of Q&A. And each class time of me teaching is usually between an hour to an hour and a half. So you should set aside until about 9 or 9:30 Eastern, 2 hours of class every day. And those of you who are VIPs, which I believe is most of you, you're going to get that additional hour of Q&A. So VIPs, you definitely need to set aside 2 hours of time, because we're going to be getting into it. And I don't like to leave class until every single question is answered. That's why we are doing our best to create a room that is full of serious business people, because I'm going to make sure I answer your questions. And so I want you to have great questions to ask. Yes. My business is a consultancy company that I've had since January. Is consulting a good business to be considered for a funding and grant? Yes. I have a consulting company. My first business, which is what you see, Ellie Talks Money, this is a consulting company. And I have gotten funding, I have gotten grants, and I've helped other consultants to do it too. So yes. And Jonathan, if you're not in the challenge yet, get on in here, Jonathan. Get in the room, Jonathan. Get in the challenge, because having a consultancy is definitely a great business to have. Yes, you can get funding. Yes, you can get grants. Every business can. Yes, I'm just launching my business this month. Yes. Do you know which funding is easiest to obtain? Great question, LaShawn. First type of business funding you should definitely obtain is business credit. That's going to be first. Secondly, you are going to use the community development financial institution. So the slide that I showed you, let me go back. I think I still have it open. Yes. So when we went to look up the CDFIs, when we also went to look at the microloans, this is where you are going to be able to get funding as a new business. See, annual sales of less than 100K. So this is where you would want to go. Okay. So business credit and then small business loans or microloans. And then remember, in the challenge, we are going to specifically be covering how you are going to secure this money with business plans on day 3, but we'll also be covering it throughout your profit strategy class and your pitch perfect class. So we'll be doing this on all the days, honey child, okay? And you are going to secure your seat. Great question. My business is real estate, but I have a general business name. What business? Oh, great question, Lasagna. So your LLC doesn't have to say real estate, but when you write your business plan, you can absolutely put that your business is real estate because your business plan is going to speak for you. So when a lender reads your business plan, you see, if you just had real estate, they might write you off and say, oh, this is too risky. But now that you're applying and you're including your business plan as an attachment, they're able to read what plans you have. So what are your projections? What is your marketing strategy? Where is this business going? What do you want to do? You see what I'm saying, Lasagna? So having that level of detail is actually going to help you as a higher risk business because now you can explain to them what your plan is. Remember, like we said, we're not getting in a car or in a relationship with no man who doesn't have a plan. And a lender is not trying to give you a check to a business that doesn't have a plan, okay? Especially if you don't have the best personal credit. Now, some of you guys may have excellent personal credit. You still need a business plan, but you may also be able to take advantage of other traditional loans without giving them a business plan because your personal credit can speak for itself. But you still need one for larger funding opportunities. Yes, 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 yes. And one thing I do want to mention, y'all, because I want to make sure everyone in here can win. Does anyone need like 24 to 48 hours before they can secure their seat? Does anyone need 24 or 48 more hours before they can secure your seat? Comment me in the chat. I just want to know. Let me know. Do you need 24 or 48 hours? Because what I can do is I will hold on to this price and I will hold on to this fast action bonus for y'all. And what I'm going to do is give you guys a link to book a free call with myself and my team. So you're going to be able to book a call with my sales team. We are going to give you concierge service and help you secure your seat to the challenge. And you will still have this fast action bonus. I'm so excited for y'all too. You will still have this fast action bonus. Okay, I see you guys commenting, yes, me. All right, so let me go ahead and grab this link because now, all right, here we go. It's gonna get booked up quick. So I'm gonna drop this link. And let's make sure. So boom, you are going to go to my coaching page. And no, you're not going to have to pay $2,500 like everybody else. You are going to get a free call to book with my sales team. And that way we can walk you through your challenge. If you are someone that just had a couple more questions, or you just needed 2 more days to get your money together, or any additional payment options, then this would be what you'll do. So once you click on the link, you're going to click yes, and then go ahead and choose your time. So, oh, child, as you can see, it's been getting booked up, but I will make sure that I extend this to you guys for even up to Monday and Tuesday. So you're going to go ahead and secure a time on Monday, Tuesday, any of these times you see. I will make sure that my team knows those of you who were in this class, you are going to get access to the fast action bonus, and that you'll still have the $397 price. And I see Antoinette saying, I have to miss a day. Will I get the recording? Yes, girl, because guess what? You get lifetime recordings and access to the recordings. So if we go here, you get lifetime access to the replay. Ow, ow. Lifetime access to the replay. So those of you guys who are still securing your seat to the challenge, you're still like, you know what? I need to do this. Just know, even if something comes up, you've got kids, you got a dog, you've got to go to work, whatever it is, yes, you do have the replays and you do have access to them going forward. Shout out to you, Ariel. Yes. And I see you guys who are saying you just need 24 hours. So I'm dropping the link. And you can also go straight to your browser. Let me share it with you. And if you type in getcoachedbyellie.com, it'll take you straight to the site, getcoachedbyellie.com. I also dropped the link for you guys in the chat. And so again, make sure you book pretty quick, because as you can see, it does fill up. So boom, you're going to secure a time for any that you see here next week. I will go ahead and make sure I give you guys a few extra days, and my team will know that you were in this class. And so you'll still get the fast action bonus and you'll still get the same price. Okay. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So you're going to go to Get Coached by Ellie. Stephanie, you're having trouble securing your seat. Let me know what is going on, or just email me right now, support@ellietalksmoney.com, and my team can help you. I am so excited. I am so excited, y'all. Like, this is my first, I have taught funding for so long, but this is my first time doing a 6-day event around funding. And I'm like, it's time, because y'all deserve it. And you know what really motivated me with about this, y'all? Can I be honest? And this is a safe space. So, and y'all know I'm not throwing shade, but I need to be honest with y'all. What really motivated me to do this is the people on Instagram. The content has gotten crazy. I mean, there's all types of people now claiming to be funding experts, business credit experts, but then the information they're giving is wrong. And it makes me terrified and sad, because I understand everyone wants to make money, but you should not be selling false information just for a quick bag. And so as I've been thinking about this the last few months, frustrated about it, talking to my team about it, I had the idea of, you know what? I need to be a louder voice with good information and give people the opportunity to access a live event where they can truly get their questions answered, get results for a fraction of the cost that I see on Instagram, because I really feel like it's getting dangerous out there for the consumer. You will have someone post a reel that gets 10,000 likes that says you can walk into a bank with a brand new LLC and get $100,000, run the play, and everybody has this, oh my gosh, I can do it. And so then they sign up for whatever the person is buying, and then it doesn't actually work that way. And I don't think that that's right. I understand marketing, you got to market, but you also have to market with integrity. I'm never going to tell y'all go into the bank with a brand new LLC and walk out with 100K because, I mean, are we robbing the bank? Is the strategy that they're telling to rob the bank? Am I missing something? Are we robbing somebody? Because I'm just like, I don't feel good about this. Exactly. I don't just feel good about this. And so I'm like, we have to make sure, I have to make sure that we do a little bit more. Yeah, I see people now talking about grants. I'm like, I know I have influence. And so I'm not mad because I'm like, well, God, thank you for reaching all these people. But I'm like, if you're going to do it, you need to do it right. Oh, Charlinda, if you signed up twice, no worries. Email me, support@Ellie Talks Money, and we will refund you. But don't dispute it because it'll lock you out. If you dispute, it'll lock you out of both. So just email us and we'll take care of it. Don't worry. Yeah, so y'all, that's a big part of it. And I just want you to feel encouraged and know this is really your time. Right. This is really your time to get in the room. This is really your time. And I'm not going to say don't support anybody else because there are good creators. But I know for a fact that no one has this. And I also know that you deserve to spend more time getting your questions answered in a room to get funding. I know that. And so I'm so excited for you to be here. Girl, you know it is. Like the content is just too much. It's just too much. Yes, Charlinda, go ahead and just send us an email and we'll take care of your second payment. We'll make sure that we do it. Yes, I'm so excited for y'all as well. Oh my gosh, girl, I know. I just seen so many things and I'm like, and you know what, y'all, to be even more honest, I see it so much in our communities. Black influencers or experts making these claims and giving like bad information to Black customers. And I'm like, we're the ones who got to look out for each other. Like it's already hard enough to be Black. And now I got to worry if the Black, expert or influencer I'm following has my best interest at heart. Thank you, Kiaja. I really want to help the community. And so when I see that, I'm like, we got to do it different because it's already hard enough to be a Black woman or a Black man in America. And so we should not be making it harder for each other by giving each other like bad information or charging each other, high amounts without delivering. There's nothing wrong with investing in high programs. Y'all know I have $25,000 programs, $10,000, $2,500. There's nothing wrong with investing, but you can't ask someone for that amount of money and not deliver. It's not right. And I see it so much in our communities. And I'm like, we just have to collectively, we got to do better. And so I want to make sure that I'm an example of that with how I run my business and with how much I care about y'all. And that's why this challenge is so, so, so important, because y'all deserve as customers to be able to get information that you can rely on and that you can trust. At minimum, that is what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? At minimum. So, that's the end of my TED Talk. I just had to get that off my chest because it's really been weighing on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, all these reels, and it's just too much. So, spread the word about the challenge. We got to make sure we really look after our community because, again, it's hard enough. It's already hard. It shouldn't be hard even for us. All right. So now that you guys are in the challenge, and for those of you who are booking a call, for those of you who are still working on securing your seat, make sure you do it before the price goes up, y'all. Do not leave this class without securing your seat. You are going to be a part of your daily classes, live Q&A, in-class results, actual implementation, lifetime access to the recordings, business and investing strategy, and of course, our mastermind. As well, I want you to know that this is a tax write-off. So when you secure your seat, make sure that when you are checking out, make sure that you put your email address here correctly, because you are going to get a receipt and that is going to be a tax write-off. So when you get your email, you'll be able to use that and write this off your taxes next year. So it's literally basically free, okay? No loss here, all right? Which is awesome, because this is an educational product and you are business owners. This is a business education tax write-off. So just make sure you put your email address correctly. And get ready for the challenge, y'all. Get ready for the challenge. So just a few, shout out to you, Adriana. You are securing your seat. We have a few left tonight. Just a few last housekeeping items. I want to make sure that if you haven't secured your seat, book a call, okay? You're going to go to getcoachedbyellie.com, which is right here. Get Coached by Ellie. And then as I see that Minnie said, I opened my business in November, but I want to change my business purpose. Will that be difficult? No, you can do that by updating it with your statement of information. So you'll contact your Secretary of State and fill out the form online that you're changing your business type, and then that'll be it. And also make sure you're in the challenge, Minnie, so we can help you with your new business type to get the funding that you need. Yes, I've secured my seat, but I'll be traveling out of the country. Is it worth me attending the first 3 days? Yes. Eustacia, even if you're going to be traveling, girl, come to the first 3 days. We will send you off with well wishes and you will get the recordings to everything. And don't forget, you are also going to be in the community. So where I showed you all that you get lifetime access to the replay, you also get access to the private community. So when you get back from your travels, just go ahead and ask some of your funding besties in the chat, in the group, to fill you in, and you will be good to go. Awesome. Yes, Lasagna, if you already joined, then yep, you can do it. If you had any questions for them, then you can keep the call. But if you feel good to go, then you're good. You're so welcome, Nicole. I really appreciate you. Shout out to you, Tammy. Yes. So on our government contracting day, which is day 4, the day that we do our grants, you guys will learn how to register as a certified business or a woman-owned business, because that is a part of getting certain government grants and it is a part of getting government contracts. So here, day 4, getting free money, grants, and government contracts, that's where we'll be covering your woman-owned business or minority-owned business certifications. So you guys will understand how to do it. And then, of course, understand where to find the grants. I'm excited, y'all. So I really hope that all of you have joined. And those of you who are still working on it, we're going to keep your seat open. We're going to keep you at the same price. I'll make sure that the team knows to keep it the same. And you are going to get a fast action bonus too. So you'll get all the things I promised to you tonight. That's okay, Adriana. If you signed up under your personal email, it doesn't have to be to your business email. You can still use it as a write-off. It's giving tax write-off. And y'all know, like, by the end of that 6 days, we're going to be, it's just going to be official. Like, we're already cool, but y'all really going to be my business besties, because when you spend 6 days with someone, like, that's family. I expect to come to all y'all's family reunion. Your kids are my nieces and nephews. Like, we go together real bad, okay? And yes, Portia, if you're in the challenge, you want to know about securing a grant for the government, you can still use your same business. Janie, girl, get your seat. She said, I'm signing up. Come on, Janie. Come on, Janie. Don't leave tonight without securing your seat. because y'all already know the challenge is going to be a vibe. And not just a vibe, but it's going to be results. I'm really excited. I'm thinking every day, like, how can I make it better? How can I make it better? How can I make it better? I want you guys to really walk away with true confidence so you know how to navigate. And you know what? Denials are always going to come, right? That's not what matters, though. What matters is, even if a denial comes, you know how to ask for a reconsideration. You know how to bounce back. You know how to check another option. You know how to walk into a credit union or Chase and actually start the process of getting a real business loan. So you know how to do it. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm excited for you too. Yes, 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 yes. You need that VIP seat, Nicole. You need to go ahead and secure it right now. I'm about to have a niece in January. I'm so excited, y'all. So for those of you who are still securing your seat, again, you are going to click on the link, which is still up. I believe now there are 5 left, which I want you to secure. So boom, when you click on the link, it'll take you here. I know you're tired of using your own business. You're gonna go down and become a VIP. That way you get all 6 days, as you see here, and you get all of the other bonuses like a live Q&A session, as well as the templates, lifetime access, and etc. So you're gonna click enroll, and then boom, secure your seat, leverage the learn now, pay later option so that you can get in the room. I don't want to leave, y'all. Felicia, I'm looking for your question, girl. Felicia, will you drop your question again? Miss Felicia? Yes, I was just in LA. The writer's strike is still going strong. And I'm like, I think about creatives all the time. Creatives should be getting funding too. The VIP. So the discovery call, you have your bonus session and we have our Q&A. So you're not going to be one-on-one, but we will be like, the VIP session is just for the VIP. So yes, you'll be able to ask questions, etc. And I'll be with y'all throughout the whole thing. Okay. And Felicia, I'm still looking for your question, girl. I want to see it before the thing. Yes, Darika, I'm so excited. Make sure you sign up. I cannot wait to see you. Tonight was great. So just imagine 6 days of more like this. You guys are going to have so much funding strategy, right? Y'all are going to be like, getting funding for 2024 and 2025. My business is beauty and lifestyle. Is that oversaturated? Also, I had my LLC for a year, but I haven't had the money to buy merchandise at launch. Oh my gosh, Felicia. First thing I want you to know, it's never oversaturated because to my knowledge, there's only one Felicia Smith with a beauty and lifestyle brand. Okay. And for that reason alone, it is not oversaturated. Think about how many different breads there are at the store. Think about how many different milks there are. Think about the cheeses. Think about the different companies who sell fruit, right? You are going to have your customer based off of your mission statement, based off of your brand, based off your who, what, and why. So it is not oversaturated. And secondly, I understand you haven't had the money to buy merchandise and launch. That is okay. Remember, your business plan is going to help a lender see not just where your business is right now, but where your business is going. So yes, you can still get funding. Yes, you're going to have a business plan that explains to them, here's what I need, and here's the merchandise I want to buy so I can launch and market it this way. So by you having that, now the lender has an opportunity to say, okay, we can see that this business has been in business for a year, but their plan makes sense. And in addition to that, one thing I'm going to share with you, and we'll do more of this in the challenge, but I want you to understand that you can leverage drop shipping and the pre-order strategy to still get started with your merchandise and selling without having to use a lot of money. So I'll make sure we dive into that on our VIP day where we talk about your profit strategy. But you got this, Miss Felicia. You got this. If my personal credit is decent, should I still use it? Yeah, so if you don't mind having a hard inquiry on your personal credit, you don't have to turn off LexisNexis. You can leave it on. It's mostly for those who don't want their credit checked because they don't have good credit. Aisha signed up. Yes, I'm so excited. Felicia, I hope you are signed up as well. And I also hope that really answered your question. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I love y'all. I am so proud of you. Tamara, can we join the challenge? Yes, join it, but do it as soon as possible because I want to make sure you can do it before the price goes up. If you send us an email, then I will make sure we keep you at that $397 price because you were already in class, okay? Yes, love y'all too. And yes, LexisNexis is free. So Tamara, email us or book a call and we will go ahead and help you. And my sales team can also create a custom split pay for you all if you need that. So just reminding you to go to getcoachedbyellie.com, Get Coached by Ellie. And then if you are someone that might want to do a different kind of split or you just need a little help getting your seat secured, just go ahead and click to book your call. Oh, look, the 19th is gone. So y'all better be booking, okay? We need the 20th, the 21st. So go ahead and book those calls, all right? Well, I love you guys. I had a great time in class tonight. I'm so excited to see you in the challenge. As soon as you join, don't forget you're going to already have access to your fast action. You'll be in the portal. You'll be able to join the community. You'll meet my community managers, and it's really just a countdown until the challenge. And yes, this class tonight was recorded. You'll have a replay, so that'll be sent to you. Usually it's automatic by tomorrow. You'll get the replay. Yeah, shout out to Susan. Got your VIP. Yvonne, get your seat, girl. Get your seat, Yvonne. You better hurry up before it's gone. We got 4 seats left. We got 4 seats left. Okay, I'm going to drop the link so y'all can go get your seat. Oh, that rhymed. And don't wait another beat. It's time to get this money. All right, y'all. It's 1 a.m. over here, so I'm getting a little crazy. But secure your seat. Love y'all. Send me an email. Send me a DM if you need anything, and I will see you guys in the challenge.